So we're going to keep it in the front backhand for Emma with me feeding straight. I'm going to start off with a few easy feeds, but now the fundamental difference is I'm going to find areas to put her under more pressure. So what we looked at to start was the idea where the ball's a bit higher, she can curve, she can get in position, she can go slow-mo to double speed, but you won't have that luxury actually a lot of times in a match where you're having to get in and play that ball a little bit quick. So what I'm going to do is every so often I'm just going to put Emma under pressure and I want to see how she deals with it to start, and then we'll do a few coaching points from there. So without any information, let's get straight in. So a bit of drop and drive, regular stuff, get the ball nice and warm with a bit of rhythm. Again, work here on that slow and double if you can. And then back to the tee. Back behind the tee, ready? So you're under a bit of pressure now. And back to the tee, bit of pressure. Tough, okay? Good, back to a bit of rhythm, just to get that going, and then we'll have a little look at a few things. So curve if you can. Sorry, too tight. Okay, bit of pressure. See, that's where it broke down a little bit. Okay, so what a big thing I want to do with you under pressure, movement into the front. Everything just has to rocket on in. You have to just go at a much more straight line. So if you pop yourself on the side wall, so if someone's taken me in short on the straight ball, you know, I've got to be smart with my movement, so I can't just move up next to the ball, but that's where the ball's going to end up. And what I want to see you do, Emma, is rather than any of this curve and side on and the racket and swing coming up here, you don't have the time for it. And what I see a lot of the top players do in the modern game, especially up in the backhand, is everything stays open now. The hips, everything, you're just literally going to be running in and around this open position. Okay, you've still got to be smart with where you end up, because you don't want to be out there and you don't want to be in behind the ball too much. But what you're going to have to do is almost call it a bit of a cricket shot now. You see the players go in, and Ali Farag in particular comes to mind. He'll go in, the racket head will drop quite low, and he'll get in a position where from there, he's able to just whip and push the ball back down the line. So it's a very interesting way to play under pressure in the front here, to be able to just whip that ball down the line. Because again, a very common fault when you get put under pressure is the cross court. You know, a lot of people get in there under pressure, it's open, big swing from there, and it just comes across the body. But I'm going to get you to play this idea of this quiet push shot. Okay, so we're going to actually condense the game a little bit. So if you start over around about there on that tee line, I'm gonna, don't do the first one, but I'm gonna literally do that. Okay, I might do it a little bit higher, okay, to start, but you're gonna go in and you're gonna attempt to play this. So if you just wanna step back for a sec, I'm gonna show you, give you a demo. Ball's gonna be there. You're gonna look to play that straight line flick under a little bit more pressure, okay? So let's do 5 or 6 in a row. Ready? And go. Let's start here, and again. So go straight in behind the ball there. Nice, good. Get a good line. Lovely, good. 2 more. Open. Not bad. That's it. 1 more actually. Yes, that last one you got it.
Yeah.
So tell me what you felt and thought of then. What changed a little bit as you did the few?
I think for the first few, I could tell that kind of the technique when I was getting there was okay.
Okay.
But it wasn't quick enough.
Right.
So then for the last 2, I tried to lead a bit more with the racket.
Good.
And let that go first, and then just flick at the end.
And whip it on through.
Keeping it back here and then hoping
Okay.
that would help.
Interesting.
Really.
No, sure, good. And we'll develop in a bit, but a lot of this has to come from, you've got to use your forearm and your wrist. So if you're trying to get yourself out of trouble, in there, you know, you have to be able to be quite flexible with that whip. I've talked about it a bit before in other videos. You might need to change your grip. So you might need to put your thumb down the back of the grip there. That's it. So if you drop your racket head, that's it. So you might have to then work the thumb a little bit more. It's pretty risky, but like if you can work the thumb, it helps a lot. And the final thing I'm going to talk about here is a bit of timing. And the timing for me, when I talk about timing in squash, for me it's the relationship between your foot hitting the floor and then everything coming through right at that moment or just behind that moment. So if I could show you there, my timing is that. If you look at the connection between the foot and the hand, so I'm maximizing my body weight. Okay. What you don't want to do is go and have 2 separate movements or be in the shot before the foot comes down. So it's the relationship as the foot hits, everything's softening, and as you're softening, that hand's got to come through. Okay, so let's try that. Another 6 or 7 in that idea. Ready? Ball's a bit cold. Good, well done, very nice. Yes, really good. See, that was all timing. And you got that sound with a bit of a flick of a wrist and just letting it go, okay? Good. 2 or 3 more, tough one. Brilliant, really nice. Oh, nailing this, good. Go, go, go. Brilliant. 2 more. You reach in. How good was that?
Yeah, I had a little bit more of a swing that time.
Tiny bit more. And this thing, you can play around with the size of your swing. If you're under huge pressure, you might not even be able to get it straight. We're just talking about a bit of a drop shot. But when there's a little bit of time to flex and get it in around there maybe, you can actually get it through quite nicely. What you don't want to do is be in that position and be loaded up and rotated. That's the point I'm trying to make here, is the idea of going from regular drop and drive where it's sitting up and you can shape your body and really get beautiful slow motion to double speed. This one is just everything shrunk again. It's just in there and it's just going, right, let's play through there. So let's try transition between the two now. Gonna do a bit of drop and drive, warm it up, and then every so often just in the middle of the situation, I might come forward and put you in under pressure just to see how you can change it relatively quick. So normal drop and drive for a little bit. Ball's a bit cold, so good. Nice rotations, big levers. Good. Slow-mo to double speed. Good. That's a beautiful shot. There we go. That's the one I want to put you in. Okay, it's hard. Ready? Stay here. Drop and drive maybe. Easy drop and drive. So not loading it up. Load it, load it, load up. Good. Go on. Ah, tough one. And again. Ready? Bit big, I thought. Try it again. Go. I didn't quite get your movement. Ready? Drop drive. Sit. Rotate. Go if you can. Good. Couple more. Lovely shot. Lovely shot. Good effort. That was too tight. But good effort. Love the technique. Not bad. Good. You're doing well. You're transitioning good. Beautiful. Reach. Yes. Good. And again. Pressure. Go. Nice. Regular drop drive. Bigger. Try the slow-mo. Slow-mo. Well done. Tough one. Yes. Keep working on this. Unlucky. Ready? Last few. You're doing really well here. Yes. Nice. Nice, easy one. You got time. You got time. Good effort. Push through. Beautiful. Well done. I won't ask you any questions because you're probably breathing by now. But what I think that, like, just in the last maybe 10 or so shots, your transitioning started becoming really good. You're able to go from some regular rhythm hitting, getting round, crabbing, and then all of a sudden seeing that it's low and in front of you, and just getting into that low position, dropping your hand, opening your hips up, and getting in and pushing it down the line. So for me, I was really encouraged and positive because we've never done this before up until now. It's actually new territory, so we're kind of breaking new ground here. But you did really well in regard to just that transition. And for me, if you can get that ability to do this in a match, it'll help a lot because I've seen you in the same position, trying to hit yourself out of trouble, and again, you get caught out. You know, your opponent's wanting that. Actually, if you can be under pressure and nudge yourself out of trouble down the line, it's a really interesting way to move into that front backhand corner when someone's put you under loads of pressure. So well done, and hopefully you can see some of these bits that Emma was good at, but also struggling with, where you can go and look at that in your own game now a little bit.